How are you going to get closer?
Probably after an inch.
So you're going to close the gap and blast him with Kamehameha.
Since I know cutting him
I'll come back to you because it wasn't enough to start a combo.
Yeah.
Tracy, you're still a little beat up. You're still a little tired. But right now, you're probably sitting back at your 16 million.
Keep going.
Keep going. You have a target number.
What are they?
They're 40. Well, some are 40, some are 35. The ones that have died and reformed are 35. So there are 3 35s on the field. Well, 2 35s, one of them. Keep going.
Piccolo is no match for Napa at that small few thousand, but in Dragon Ball later on, it's like they can be like hundreds of millions off. And like, yeah.
Are you looking for 40 or 35? You're looking for 40. Alright, I'll come back to you at 40. 18. 18 is going to flat out roast that one. There's probably some pieces left, but these Cell Juniors aren't going to reform. You are keeping your suppression. Would you like to continue? Or would you like to change that? Android 69.
I'm leaning towards just keeping him
Pinned down.
down. What I really want to do is go move him, but I can't do that, so
I'm so sorry.
No. It's not your fault. It's the dice.
It's
Right.
dumb. I'm built for one thing. Yeah, it doesn't work on this guy.
It's like, Jake, would you stop just making hobbit dicks? It's the only thing that works.
Well, if I can't hold him with my hands, I'll hold him with the machine gun blast of energy.
Actually, that's something. I have had a lot of success in holding things like around their waist with my legs. No, I think I'm just gonna keep him under suppression.
Keep blasting it. It's good for the cinema, anyways.
Right.
The cinematics.
Just a never-ending barrage.
And
One like large beam, and then a whole bunch of little balls being fired in as well.
So back to your struggle, Vegeta. You have the one again. Now he's also been through this before. You're smiling because you've been here before. You know his head's gonna come off. He knows his head's gonna come off. He's gonna lay with you guys.
You know what's going to happen.
I'm not doing it.
Cut his head off. Blast it.
Oh yeah.
Right. So he laser beams you in the eyes, and it hurts like shit. Why is it always the goddamn eyes?
That's fine.
D10. 5. Not enough to cut it off. This is a terrible, terrible struggle, but we're going to say it starts at combo. So you get to roll again and you get another plus. Alright? So a D10 again. The best I can come up with at this point is that you're going to cut the head off, but he's been here before, and he knows you're blind now. So the bottom half of his body is going to drop out because he's ready for it, and he's going to run away headless until his head pops back out. So you cut his head off, but it's not overly damaging to him. Like, that's the best I can work with a crappy roll. These things are, well, they were a pain in the ass in the show.
Let me know when I can chase after the body.
And these are like,
Well, for Super Saiyan 2.
these are imperfect Cell Juniors and they're pains in the ass. I thought it'd be interesting to pop them out earlier than later. I was wrong.
I don't know. I had a pretty good run.
Alright, so you're going after this one.
Yep.
You're going to, after image, you're going to Kamehameha it. It knows that you're coming. No, because these are spry little bastards. And it's going to take a look back to see where you are. And it's going to see that you're right fucking behind it. And it's going to hit you with solar flare.
Can I close my eyes? I know these.
So here's the thing, right? Is I give them a small die to work with, but every time that you say you're directly staring at them, I give them a larger die to work with. So you've seen this before. For this to hit, they have to roll a 4.
He's so
No. God fucking no.
Solar flare. But you're right there.
Dude, I swear to God, after this battle, we're getting you sunglasses.
I'm gonna have 2 scouters with tinted abilities.
You got solar flared 5 times.
Still better than Dragon Ball.
That's why I took it. That's why he has made it to be as powerful as he is. Because of solar.
So you can still release your Kamehameha in his general direction. Would you like to?
I'm going to. Okay.
You're going to lose a plus. You only get a D10 plus 1 instead of a D10 plus 2.
I don't care. I'm going to hurt him.
A 9. And he's going to be a hulking corpse. It's going to take a little bit of time for you to regain your sight again, and he's just going to be floating there in front of you all singed. But you're going to see him fuzzily in front of you. I'll have to come back. It's going to take some time. Fucking hate this so bad.
We gotta get
You hate. I'm getting solar flared every time.
What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to go after him, but I'm not going to look at him.
And it's not like I can't look where I'm going. I don't
Blindfold
have.
yourself. Use your sense energy.
Remember tension on doing the keep going. This guy's like so right into the He's like, oh, just going into the ground.
All right, Tracy, you are currently at. You're coming up on 20 million. There's only the one that you're fighting that's running away. The one that had blasted you in the hole has run away. They destroyed the others. So right now there's only the one that 69 is keeping under suppression, the one that you have blasted, and the one that you are fighting Vegeta. So there are only 3 Cell Juniors still on the field. The rest of them are backing away. As far as you're concerned, Vegeta, you did cut off his head, but you're blind. What is your next course of action?
I wanted to vaporize the body, so we're just kind of see it, kind of sense it.
So you're going to use your sense energy, I would assume?
Yeah.
It's moving away from you right in front of you.
I will pursue it.
Alright. You can pursue and attack. What would you like to attack?
I would pursue it to grapple for control, so that I can.
So the grabs aren't working well.
I
and
know.
But this is what you would like to do.
Because Vegeta just wants to get it with both hands and just.
I'll give you a flat. I'll give you a flat D8.
A flat D8. I'll take 5.
You are going to be able to grab hold of him.
Woohoo! Write it down, fuckers.
It's not a combo, so it took a little bit of time, like you chasing bubbles on King Kai's planet. It took a little bit of time. You'll be able to come around and attack him next time. The rest of the group probably comes over to where you have the one suppressed. So you guys have a plan.
As we're coming over, I'm gonna high five 18.
Alright, high five.
Just because.
You guys have a plan for this last one. 'Cause
I would
once
like-
he lets up, you're going to have to deal with it.
I would like to raise my power level a little bit with my claw, my Betty claw.
Your claw would probably get destroyed breaching into that barrage.
Oh, I thought you said you had. Oh, that's right. He grabbed me. That makes sense.
Yes. You guys need to figure out some sort of a plan.
I'm going to let him know I'm going to try and get a hold of it with threads.
You can communicate to him that it's well held.
Well, I mean, that way he can let it.
Oh, maybe stop and charge up a super attack or something like
Yeah,
that.
just enough to get it to where. Well, either that or he keep.
Or you can team attack it.
Yeah.
You guys are planning.
I want to suck him dry. Hold him still. I have to try out this new thing I have.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
Okay.
So the idea is you let up and then he's going to hold him and then you'll suck him dry.
Yes. Yep.
Alright. Now I'll come back around you.
Okay.
Your vision clears.
Need input.
And when your vision clears,
Need data.
well, it doesn't clear completely. You're going to be blurry for probably a day or so until you get back and get healed. It's 5 fucking solar flares, man. But you see something floating in front of you, and you know that you don't have any party members that are shaped like that. And you can still somewhat sense its power in front of you. What would you like to do?
Turning into redness with a.
Alright.
Stare right at
You
it.
can fire it quickly, you can charge it up, you can key focus it.
I'm gonna key focus and hit it.
You get a D10, and it'll still be a D10 plus 2.
Are you staring right at
When someone turns on a floodlight, like right into your eyes, it's kind of
it? Imagine if you were in a pitch black room and then suddenly they did that.
like the ones he has.
So what's going to happen is you are going to blast its floating corpse far away from you. It's not going to disintegrate, but after it lands, if it regenerates, it's just going to run away.
Gotcha.
You are going to, you have, Vegeta, thank you. You are going to, you have yours grabbed. What are you going to do the one that you have grabbed?
I'm going to charge up energy and try and blast from each hand to vaporize in between my hands.
So you're going to create a big orb that is going to die inside.
Exactly.
Let me think real quick. Alright, that's
So he's charging up.
You see something strange happening, or you don't see something strange. Well, actually, no, you do see something strange happening in front of you. You're blind, but you see something strange happening in front of you. You understand how the mind's eye works.
Yeah.
So you think you've got this form in front of you, and then you see it you see kind of the lines around all its definition, like glow pink, and then you see it surrounded in a orb. This orb is very similar to what Frieza and Final Form Cooler did. You feel it's trying to transform while you're doing this. Do you want to change your action? Do you want to continue?
I double on my power. I do it now.
Alright, so you want to do a super move, you're going to take your time. The orb glows brighter and brighter. You can see it clear as day, even though you're fucking blind. And I would assume at this point it's not going to be like this anymore. It's probably going to be like this when you go to fire it. Do you have a planet busting move you want to use in specific? If you have both, you have both Kamehameha and...
well, I do not have Kamehameha.
I thought you learned it.
No, I do not.
That was you that learned it.
I've
Alright, so you're going to stick with your Gallic gun then, unless you have another one.
Yeah, because it makes no sense to switch to a Thundershock Surprise in this thing.
Alright, so you're going to try to destroy the planet that this thing is with your 270 some million. Right? 250. You're okay. Go ahead and roll a d12. And everybody understands that Vegeta's going a little all out here.
Nice.
So yours is going to be the same story as his. You're going to blast it far off and away. The shell is going to shatter in your mind. And then it's going to escape. Alright, to resolve yours, you guys are with the plan that he's going to try to thread it, and you're going to try to suck it up. So you let up. 18 is on the ready. You're going to sling your webs. D6.
3.
It's going to evade your webs. 18 is going to try to grab it and start punching it in the stomach to subdue it. Can't grab a hold of it. She rolled a 1. So now it gets to do something. And you guys haven't been there yet. And you haven't had to face it yet. So far.
So what kind of Android?
Well, I don't see why it wouldn't.
visual receptors would go alone.
Have you ever had it used on you? So I think this first time it could. It works on you, it works on 18, it works on you. Solar flare.
Dude, it's an OP move. It seriously is. That's why I gave it to Lee. It's the only way he survived.
And
So this thing is going to try to get the hell out of dodge. Because it's not so foolish as to think that it can try to use a killing move on any of you. Because the rest of them have learned. If it was earlier in the battle, it would try. But it's going to try to get away. He can't see, you can't see, she can't see. Yes, Roby.
It's all on you, buddy.
You see this thing trying to get away,
It's smoking. It's smoldering a little bit.
and I imagine you're going to call, hey, it's trying to get away. I assume you're going to alert somebody to their presence.
We need to see the day.
You've had the time.
Throw some acid at it.
I'm going to give you a chance, and it's not going to end well, if at all. If you want to use your claw, it's a ranged weapon, and you can get a hold of it, D4. You need a 3 or a 4.
It's Ruby said today.
You get a 50% chance. It's a little triangle.
Little pyramid.
It's right there.
I just
Buried it.
It's 2. So you miss it with your claw. Tracy, you're sitting at about 22 million. Yajirobe says that there's one getting away.
There's more than that gun away already.
Would you like to try to give chase?
No.
This is the last one on the battlefield.
Yeah.
You're gonna let it go.
I can't beat it.
So it goes away. So at this point, the group is going to regroup. And I would assume head back to Lookout.
Sure. Yes, I need to see.
Wait, do senzu beans make you see?
They can. Do you really want to waste?
I'm
it's
not
your
that
choice.
low on health, and Lee can just.
They don't want to be curly. They don't want to sit in the jungle and use.
freebasing the shit out of.
So that was the battle with the Imperfect Cell Juniors. And luckily enough, you guys brought 18, but she didn't actually have to run into Imperfect Cell. Even though you guys wanted to form him and make it perfect.
I think you're being a little overzealous with the you guys. It's mostly just me.
There's this much problem with the Imperfect Cell. Alright.